Big Bird conspiracy, a Kellogg lawsuit, plus Tennessee is reevaluating their mask mandate. All that and more coming up on APSU-TV News. Welcome to this week's APSU-TV News Update. I'm Diamond Kizer.
And I'm Peay McRoberts with the news. Austin Peay sent an email on November 12th lifting their mask mandate on campus, including inside buildings in response to a law that Governor Lee will be signing. It will prohibit the university from requiring individuals to wear masks while on campus. The university still asks that everybody respects an individual's choice to wear a mask or not. The Fort Campbell campus is not on APSU property and remains subject to federal installations policies and procedures. For questions related to courses, classrooms, or instructions, please contact your department chair or college dean's office. The Clarksville-Montgomery County School Board voted unanimously Tuesday night to terminate its mask mandate. Clarksville Now reports the decision was based on the improvement in the number of COVID-19 infections in the area. The mandate has been in effect since September after a heated board meeting over the proposal. CDC data shows Montgomery County is one of the several counties in Tennessee which has been downgraded from a red or high level of community transmission to an orange or severe level of community transmission. The number of active cases has been steadily declining over the last month. The Montgomery County COVID-19 Dashboard Center reports just over 850 active cases in Montgomery County early last month and just under 250 cases as of Monday.
There has been an increase in complaints from students on campus that have gotten their cars broken into. Weston and Enrique spoke with APSU Public Relations to see what you can do to prevent yourself from being the next victim.
According to the Campus Safety Bulletin, this police department reports several stolen vehicles.
Are you aware that there's been car thefts and break-ins going on campus?
I've heard about it through the emails and just people talking about it, yeah.
I know two people personally that have had their cars stolen. One of them was recovered an hour later near campus, and another one was recovered not until 4 o'clock the next morning, also near campus.
I would want to double check with the police department, but I think it's, it's just something that's happened on campus where they found unlocked doors and they found keys in the vehicles themselves. I think that's the big challenge here, is to make sure you lock your door, make sure your keys aren't in the vehicle on campus or anywhere. You could be in a suburban neighborhood, or you could be at Walmart or the grocery store. We're just encouraging everyone to make sure they lock the door and take their keys with them. Police department keeps stats on safety, and they provide those once a year. Regularly we're one of the safest campuses in the state, so I think it's something. These are opportunities. I think the cars are unlocked, and be extra vigilant and lock our doors and take our keys out. I think that would help drastically.
Arrested a man accused of assaulting a woman as she was leaving a local gym. Investigators say Galen Blackman first approached the woman while she was working out at an Anytime Fitness on Dover Road in Griffin Center early last Wednesday morning. Police say when the woman was leaving, walking through the parking lot, Blackman assaulted her.
One of Tennessee's famous distilleries is teaming up with a military support group to help service members and their families get home in time for the holidays. Jack Daniel's distillery teams have partnered with Armed Services YMCA to offer help to bring your 1,700 service members and their relatives home. This is all a part of Operation Ride Home, a program that provides financial assistance to active duty junior enlist military members and their families to allow them to visit their loved ones' homes nationwide. Organizers say that this has been the most participants they have seen in the program's 11-year history.
A ninth person has died after a massive crowd rushed the stage of the Astroworld Festival in Heuston, Texas. The Associated Press reports Barney Shahani died from her injuries. She was a 22-year-old senior at Texas A&M University. Shahani was studying electronic systems engineering and was set to graduate next spring. People rushed the stage as headliner Travis Scott performed last Friday. Dozens of people were injured, including a 9-year-old boy who was in a medically induced coma. There will be a criminal investigation into the events at Astroworld.
One of Sesame Street's iconic characters has rustled some feathers after sending a tweet about getting the COVID vaccine. Big Bird tweeted last weekend that he received the COVID-19 shots. Texas Senator Ted Cruz claimed the character's message was, quote, government propaganda. However, a 1972 clip from the children's program show shows Big Bird lining up to receive a measles vaccine as a part of a campaign to get more adolescents immunized against the disease. The Associated Press says this is, quote, the latest fallout marked a new continuous flashpoint that's plagued previous rollouts of the vaccine just as the shot becomes available to children between the ages of 5 and 11, end quote.
Kellogg filed a lawsuit against its union in Omaha, Nebraska. Kellogg complains that the workers are on strike and are blocking entrances and intimidating replacement workers. The workers in Omaha and Kellogg's 3 other U.S. cereal plants in Battle Creek, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and Memphis, Tennessee have been on strike for about a month. 2 days of contract talks earlier the month failed to produce an agreement. The president of the Omaha Union declined to speak on this lawsuit. Workers at Kellogg's and other companies feel encouraged to strike, hoping to receive better offers because of the ongoing worker shortage. We'll be back with Political Corner after this break.
Every day,
millions of people are connecting.
and even though we're overcoming obstacles,
watching each other's backs,
and banding together.
we should still make an effort.
We should still make an
to
effort.
get to know each other,
on a deeper level.
Father,
cosplayer,
Mentor.
actor.
it's time we take a step forward
It's time we take a step forward,
Come together.
and discover
how accepting our differences
can make us stronger.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
Welcome back. Here's the latest in Political Corner. Despite criticism from important corporate organizations, Tennessee Governor Bill Lee said Wednesday he expects to sign a large bill that strongly restricts what governments and companies require to confront the COVID-19 outbreak. Major limitations would mainly restrict governments and companies from requiring proof of COVID-19 vaccines and allow public agencies, including schools, to enforce COVID-19 masks only in rare emergencies, public health cases. Lee highly regarded the importance of changing a rule regarding visitation to COVID-19 patients in hospitals. During the COVID-19 pandemic, hospitals would be expected to allow at least one family member to stay with a patient who does not have COVID-19 or any other viral infection or transmitted condition and is not displaying symptoms. Lee believes the intention was to limit the visitation modification to solely COVID-19 end-of-life circumstances. Tennessee representatives have reported that 3 school districts would collect more than $4.6 million worth of mental health program financing. According to the Tennessee Department of Education, Bledsoe County Schools, Haywood County Schools, and Scott County Schools are collecting program aware. funding from the Mental Health and Addiction Service Administration. The program educates school staff and other community members who interact with student individuals concerning mental health and provides additional assistance to students and parents. Tennessee's conservation agencies provides funds to communities, schools, local groups, and environmental groups to help them buy seedlings for tree plantings near streams and rivers. The Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency reported that 500 awards are eligible for each of the company's 4 aquatic habitat protection programs, for a total of $2,500 per area. The 4 projects have Jackson, Nashville, Crossville, and Morristown offices. Plants must be purchased from the Division of Forestry in our state. The TWRA is accepting suggestions until December 3rd. The project must be finalized by June 30th, according to the news release from the agency. The Tennessee government officially started accepting applications to fulfill the opening caused by the death of Justice Cornell Clark on the state Supreme Court. The Governor's Council for Judicial Appointments has given a deadline for applicants to appear in the admin office of the courts on November 19th at noon. Candidates must be at least 35 years old, have lived in Tennessee for at least 5 years, and be citizens in Eastern or Middle Tennessee Grand Divisions. The applicants can be found on tncourts.gov, tncourts.gov. We will be back with sports after this break.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner! Go?
Excellent. Sorry for this fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family. Yeah! Oh, I thought you were on my team.
Good afternoon, I'm Jahmar Perkins here for your weekly sports update. Starting things off, we're going to focus on the gridiron as the Governors had a huge weekend last week as the football program took down the Eastern Illinois Panthers 42-26 in a strong defensive effort. The Govs tied the school record for interceptions with 6, as 3 came from Jonathan Edwards, 2 came from Shamari Simmons, and 1 from Kobe Perry. Austin Peay also gained the multiple accolades, with Edwards receiving OVC Defensive Player of the Week, Geraldine Ellis was the Offensive Player of the Week, and Dre McCray won the Newcomer of the Week. The Govs will look to continue the momentum as they will head to Nissan Stadium in the Music City to take on the Tennessee State Tigers. And coming up, we're going to take a look at Jeff Matthews as he interviewed defensive coordinator Chris Kappas.
Now joining me on Inside the Film Room, assistant coach and defensive coordinator, Coach Chris Kappas. Coach, thank you so much for joining.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for having me, man.
So let's talk about this past week against Eastern Illinois. Defense had an absolute stellar game. Can you touch on their performance?
Yeah, those guys came out all week and they prepared every single day, and they had a great week of practice, and that transitioned right to the game. And those guys put in a ton of work in the film room, and sometimes you get bounces that go your way and balls that kind of fall right in your hand sometimes. But I'd credit that to their preparation and them putting themselves in position to make those plays and then making them when they had the opportunities to do so.
Jonathan Edwards picked up 3 interceptions. The last to do that was back in 2002 in Governor's history. Can you touch on Jonathan Edwards specifically and what this game meant for him?
Yeah, John, being a senior in his last year here, having the year he's having, and continue to get better and stay hungry, keep getting better and better every single week. I'm proud of him, and that's his strength, is his length, his ability to go up and get the football, and you can see it, when he's out there, he's having fun, and it wasn't just the interceptions that were special there. I mean, he made some big time tackles, made a couple on third down that he showed up and had a complete game, and it wasn't just the 3 interceptions, but those were obviously huge.
Now let's take a look into this upcoming week against Tennessee State. Austin Peay did lose to Tennessee State earlier this season, but can you touch on the preparations going in for that matchup?
Yeah, I think our guys are hungry. They want some plays that came out in that game that whether we missed a tackle or missed a line or whatever it was, we feel like we left some plays out there that we could have gotten some stops and kept some points off the board. We played well in the first half, and then they got the best of it in the second half. So those guys, our guys got to come out and they see the opportunity to get redemption, right? To go out and fix the mistakes that we made, and we know that we're better than what we put on tape last time we played them.
Stepping outside of football, I know the head coach is pretty big on WWE. Can you compare the levels of excitement between the two of you of putting somebody through a table?
Yeah, grew up a huge Stone Cold Steve Austin fan, and really didn't know that about Coach Waldon when I got the job here. But it's kind of like one of those relationships that it's good, and then it takes it to great because we both realize our passion for wrestling and professional wrestling, and we like to have a lot of fun with it, and that's kind of been a big part of both of ours growing up, and we've done the skits and stuff like that though. So and I think it's a great opportunity to teach our players who may not be old enough to know who Steve Austin is or Shawn Michaels, that they learn an important history lesson, as we kind of promote some of that stuff.
Well, Coach, hopefully we see the two of you at WrestleMania here soon. Thank you for joining me on Inside the Film Room.
Sir, thank you.
Switching over to the court, our Lady Gov volleyball team took on Murray State Wednesday and lost 1-3, but despite the final scores, they did not lose by more than 3 points in any of their drop sets. With the loss, Austin Peay will finish either second or third in the conference and will play at Eastern Illinois tonight at 6 and tomorrow at 2 to finish the regular season before the postseason tournament, which starts November 18th. Moving on, basketball season has officially started as the Lady Govs traveled up to Evansville this past week to take on the Aces. In a hard fight, Austin Peay ultimately fell due to a rough fourth quarter, including a scoring drought of 8 minutes and 30 seconds in the fourth quarter, with the final score ending at 52-62. Some highlights to the game were Carly Pace and Yamaya Johnson scoring 14 points apiece, and Nina DeLeon-Negron snagging 4 steals to go with Shy Booker's 11 rebounds. Coach Brittany Young will look to get her team their first win tonight in the Dunn Center against Pikeville at 6, so make sure to come out and witness history. Switching over to the men's side, they battled in a close matchup this Tuesday against the UT Southern Firehawks, winning 86-79. The Govs were led by a tremendous second-half performance from the Clarksville native Tariq Silver, scoring 16 of his 20 points to include 3 consecutive three-point makes that shook the arena. His performance was also complemented by Cameron Copeland's 18 points and the true freshman Elijah Hutchin Everett's 17 points. The Govs will look to get their first road win as they'll take on the Southern Illinois Salukis tonight at 7. That is all the time we have for sports, but stay tuned for more Austin Peay TV news after this break.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
Go. Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Welcome back to APSU-TV News. I'm Emily Waldon with your local and national forecast. Let's first take a look at our current national temperatures. In New York, we're at 62 degrees. Chicago, we're at 40 degrees. Atlanta's at 64 degrees. Dallas is at 65 degrees. Denver's at 50 degrees. Los Angeles is at 84 degrees. And Seattle is at 56 degrees. For the highs today in Tennessee, Clarksville is at 58 degrees. Nashville is at 64 degrees. Memphis is at 61 degrees. Chattanooga is at 65 degrees. And Knoxville is at 63 degrees. For the lows today in Tennessee, Clarksville is at 30 degrees. Nashville is at 33 degrees. Memphis is also at 33 degrees. Chattanooga is at 39 degrees. And Knoxville is at 40 degrees. Tonight currently it is 57 degrees and it's mostly sunny outside. Winds blowing west-southwest at 50 miles per hour. Precipitation is 1%. Tonight, it'll be mostly clear with a bit of clouds. With 30 degrees, winds blowing west-northwest at 9 miles per hour. Precipitation is 14%. Let's take a look at our 5-day forecast. On Friday, it'll be mostly cloudy with a high of 58 and a low of 30. Saturday will be sunny with a high of 48 and a low of 30. Sunday will be partly cloudy with a high of 53 and a low of 29. Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 53 and a low of 39. And Tuesday will be partly cloudy with a high of 65 and a low of 52. This is all for your local and national weather. APSU-TV News will be right back.
Worried your friend's struggling but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could write them a text or knit them a sweater. If you can't be together, you could write them a letter. Whatever gets you talking. Whatever gets you talking. You could chat on the game, kick off your flip-flops. You could ask on your couch while you binge watch. However you do it, you gotta ask a friend. And if they don't share, you can ask again. Whatever gets you talking. Whatever gets you talking.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
A Clarksville family used their eccentric talents to get on a famous game show. Angela Patterson with Clarksville Now has the story.
The Levenduskis are a busy family of 8 that just moved to Clarksville from New York. Heidi and Derek stay busy with Heidi's substitute teaching and Derek being a pastor and a wrestling coach, not to mention all of their school-age children being in extracurricular activities. Their oldest, Grace, is a musician. Joy and Esther are college students who do competitive wrestling. So getting this family all in one room is hard enough. But they made a memory they'll never forget last summer when they made the spare-of-the-moment decision to audition to be on Family Feud.
Yeah, so we were on vacation in Rhode Island in this vacation house, and so in that moment when Esther found out
we
how to
recorded
do
it
it, we're
right
like,
there.
let's do it right now. So we got
We're
up
all
in the
here,
kitchen and we just, we were excited and a little goofy and sang a song, and we sang Lean on Me on the video in like a 3-part harmony.
And we want to be on Family Feud so we can kick everybody's butt. You bring whoever wants to come, let's go!
And also we can sing. 1, 2, 3. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. Maybe 3 months later, I just get an email in my inbox, my Gmail.
Just so
Hey, we
great.
like your audition. We'd like to do another audition on Zoom.
Joy was in college in St. Louis. She was in Rochester, and then the rest of us were home. So via Zoom, we basically did like a mock show.
After the Zoom interview was over, the family resumed normal life.
Again, we're like, well, that was fun. You know, what are the chances that we're actually going to get through the final round? I mean, you watch game shows, you see the families on there. Nobody ever really believes that it would actually happen for them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We forgot about it, and we're like, oh, that was great.
And all of a sudden one day I get an email and it says, we want you to come to Atlanta. They said, come on down. No guarantees that you're going to be on the show. You're going to have a final audition in studio with some other families. 18,000 families had submitted.
Was it 18?
Yeah, auditions. It was a gross number. And they're like, and you guys are here. We're like, wow.
Being on a game show brought its own nervousness and excitement, but COVID brought some extra challenges.
I don't want to clap for anybody ever again. I'll tell you that right now.
Because of the COVID restrictions, they didn't have as many people at all in the audience. So the families that were there were the studio audience when you weren't being taped. Mm-hmm. So you had to be the high energy, woo, you know, the whole day, you know what I mean, and keep it up. And the host would be like, "Come on, I need you, I need you."
And laugh at Steve's jokes. Like one time.
Oh yeah.
So one time, Steve, we weren't laughing like
as hard
as Steve wanted us. So he like stopped the show. He's like, "All right."
He walks up.
He walks to the front of the stage and he's like, "Listen, I don't know if you know this." He says, "But I'm really good. I'm really funny. So y'all should be laughing a lot more." Yeah, I need more laughter.
But after being there for so many hours and clapping your butt off and like just wooing till your grave, you're like, okay, like you kind of get into business mode, and and throughout that too, it's kind of like trauma bonding with these other families because you're taking the same breaks together and getting to know each other. Seriously. And you get to watch each other play and so
we'd be cheering each other on.
It was really cool. Yeah, you look out into the audience, and instead of seeing an audience, you see some friends, and that was a really special part of that, I think.
You can watch the Levanduskis and their eccentric talents on Family Feud on November 12th and November 19th at 6:30. With Clarksville Now, I'm Angela Peterson.
You can watch the Levanduski tonight on Fox 17 at 6:30. Need a break before Thanksgiving break and finals creep up to you? Well, you're in luck. The APSU Music Department is having 2 of their senior recitals tomorrow evening. Senior violinist Mary Stevie Sendelaire is performing this weekend. Sendelaire's senior recital is tomorrow, November 13th at 5:30 in the evening at the Haydell Hall located in the Art and Design Building. Expect some amazing music from Bollinger to Chabannet. Senior Alex Kress performs his senior recital the same day, but at 3 in the afternoon in the George and Sharon Marby Concert Hall located in the Music Mass Communication Building. Some of his arrangements include from Beethoven to folk songs. Let's make sure to go out and celebrate some of our fellow Gubs. This event is free and open to the public. However, please make sure to look at the rules for audience etiquette located on the music program that will be handed out.
So this is your last show. It is. This is my last show. It's so sad, but I'm so glad of all the memories that I made with everyone here. I'm trying not to cry. Oh, it's so emotional. But yeah, thank you guys so much for our great last semester. I really enjoyed all of my time here at APSU-TV News. It's been an awesome ride.
It's your first time on?
It is. Hey, it's fun. It's fun. I still feel part of the family. It's good.
It's good. You are part of the family.
Yeah.
Right, definitely.
For sure.
We're all
Any
a big
big
family.
Thanksgiving's plans?
I'm just gonna go to my family's and eat to my heart's content. That's about it.
Yes, definitely.
I'm ready for Black Friday though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, most definitely. I am getting a new laptop.
Ooh.
So I'm very excited for that. I definitely need one. So this is Emily Waldon's last show with APSU-TV News before she graduates. We all want to thank you for all of your hard work and the bright smile you brought into the studio every day. You will be missed greatly. And good luck on your new adventure. That's all for the time we have for today. Be sure to follow us on APSU-TV Clarksville and Instagram at APSU-TV_TV. Thank you for watching APSU-TV News Update, and as always,
let's go Peay!
Look at that one.